Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So ever wondered how to loop through all values in an enum in Java? Whether you are building a traffic light system or managing user roles like admin, moderator or guest, enum makes your code clean and powerful. In Java, enum stands for a special data type that lets you define a set of constants, but what if you want to go through each constant one by one, like printing them, assigning values or making decisions based on them? Well, Java makes it super simple with a built-in method called .values, giving you all enum constants as an array. And guess what? You can loop through it just like a regular array using a for each loop in Java. So I hope you will be understanding and enjoying this amazing video in which I will be telling you that how you can loop through an enum in Java. So if you understand this amazing video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so now we're on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that how you can loop through an enum in Java. And enum is a type of values method, you can just say, but we need to understand what is an enum and how we can loop through it. We have understand in the previous tutorials of Java that what is enum, and I hope you understand what it is and how we use it. But now we need to understand how we can loop through an enum in Java. So to loop through an enum, we need to use this example. But before using this example, we need to read this paragraph which is saying me the enum type has a values method which returns an array of all enum constants. This method is useful when you want to loop through the constants of an enum. So it is saying me that if you want to use enum, so it has a type of values method which you can use, and that values method returns an array of all enum constants, and this method is very useful if you want to loop through the constants of enum. So in this example as well, we are using a type of values method because we need to loop through the constants of an enum. So these are the constants: low, medium, high. These are the three constants which we use with this enum keyword here, and I hope you know about these three keywords because I have explained you when I was just explaining you that what is enum and how you can use it. So if you haven't checked that video out, you can check that video because I have uploaded that video in this tutorial series, from which you will be understanding that what is enum and how we can use its methods and what are constants of an enum, which we are talking about in this video. So here I have used some enum constants which is low, medium and high, and after using these enum constants I have created one main class. Using this main class I have also created main method. Obviously if we need to add or if we need to create anything in Java, we need to create main class and we need to create its method as well. Here my file name is main, that's the reason I have written main, but if your file name is something else, you can give any other name to your class as well. Remember, the class name should be same as your file name is, and I have told this thing many times in my previous videos as well when we were working with Java. So this is the only method which you can use to loop through the constants of enum, which is values method, and that's the reason here we are only using values method to loop through an constants of enum. There is no other method which you can use to loop through the constants of enum, so you need to understand that thing. If you want to loop through an enum, you can just only use one command, or you can say one method, which is values, and I will be showing you that how you can use this method in a simpler or easy way. So moving on to my NetBeans IDE, I'll be opening it first of all because as you know, when we were just working with Java in the previous videos, we were just using NetBeans IDE, and if you are a programmer working with Java for the first time, I'll be preferring you to use this IDE because it has all the things, all the features which a Java programmer needed if he want to create any program or if he want to learn Java from the start. But if you want to learn Java from between, so for that you can use some online IDEs as well, like Jupyter. Then there is you can say CodePen as well. Replit also you can use for Java, but I will prefer you to use Jupyter Notebook, which is totally made for Java and Python, and you can just work with Jupyter Notebook if you want to create any big programs using Java or Python. But you can use advanced level Python programming language if you know how to use it, but we are working with Java obviously, so you can use Java there as well, or you can use some other offline IDEs, like we are using NetBeans in this tutorial series. You can use Eclipse, Android Studio, then PyCharm as well, which is not for Java, it is made for Python, but you can use Java there as well. I will prefer you to use Android Studio if you are creating any application or any software using Java. So moving on, I have already created one main.java file, so I will be not creating the file, but when you will be installing your NetBeans IDE, you will be also getting this start page, and obviously we will not need this start page here anymore, so I will be closing it here. And remember, before creating the Java class or Java file, you need to see the project is created or not. So in this case, my project is already created because I have created and I have given my project name as project 1. I have not changed the name. The project 1 name was already written when I have created the project. But if you want to change your project name, you can change, and you can also select the location where you want to save your project. After creating project, you can press right click, and normally you can create Java class here. You can give any name to your file. Like in this case, I have written my file name as main, and that's the reason my class name and my method is main as well. So remember, when you are giving your file name, it should be same as your class name, as I have told you that thing previously on as well. So moving on to this thing, I will be removing all the things from this class and from this main method, because as you know, we are just creating new main method, or we are using new main method. That's the reason I will be removing all the things from here, and I will be removing this thing as well, from which we are importing hash map, because in this video we are not using hash map, we are just looping through an enum. So we need to understand how we can loop through it. So this is the example in which we are using value method, which is a type of enum which we are using so that we can loop through the constants of an enum in this example. So I will be just copying this all thing here, moving on to my NetBeans ID. I'll be pasting it under this main method so that I can get all the things working of this example which I have done. So after doing this thing, you need to just see the indentation which you are getting. Like after low, we are getting the indentation. So that's the reason I'm making my code clean, so that I can make my code clean as well, and I can get the output as well. That's really important to do. So I'll be doing one thing, I'll be pressing Ctrl Z, moving on to my Word document again. I have copied this thing here, so we don't need to do that right now. We will be just first of all taking this enum, you can say constants, in which we have used low, medium and high. These are the three constants which we use in enum. So I'll be moving on to my NetBeans ID, and here I will be pasting those enum constants which we have added in our example. And now in this main method, I will be adding all the other things from which we are using value method, and we are looping through this enum constants and enum as well. So these are the things. I will be simply copying it here, moving on to my NetBeans ID. I'll be pasting it in the place of it here, and then I will be making my code clean. And for that, we need to just see the indentation is same as you are writing at the top, so that we can make our code clean, and my code is now clean enough, so I will be not needing anything. I'm also not getting any error here. It means all the codes is been defined perfectly, and I can just run my file to check what output I'm getting. So for running file, you can press right click on your main.java file, you can press run file from here, or you can also press shift and F6, which is the shortcut key to run Java file here, but we will be just pressing run file from here so that we can see what output we are getting here. I'll be running my file, and after running file, you can just see my project is running, and I have getting the output as low, medium and high. Normally when we just print enum constants, like normally using this class, so we get all the things in one line, but when we have looped through this enum constants, and when we are printing these enum constants through this values method from which we are looping through this enum, so we are getting all the things in separate line, like low in first, medium second and high third. So this is the way how you can loop through an enum and how you can loop through an enum constants, and I hope you understand how we are doing it. You can add some other items as well, but remember that item should be the value of enum, means the constants of enum, as I'm mentioning here. And I hope you understand how we are just mentioning enum and enum constants to loop through them easily. So I hope you understand this video in which I have told you that how you can loop through an enum in Java. This was the simplest and easiest way, and except this way there is no other method, or you can say there is not any other method which you can use to loop through an enum. This is the only method which you can use, and I think it is easiest method as well to loop through an enum. If you want to use some other methods, so for that you just need to like use some other methods in a different way, and I'll not prefer you to do that, because from that it will be really confusing for you, and you will be also having a confusion in your mind that if we are using it in a different way, so we need to use with a different method or different thing. So I will prefer you to use only value method, which is the only method to use enum, so that you should not have any confusion moving forward in this topic. Or still, if you're having any confusion or anything like that in your mind, so you can just ask me in the comment section. I'll be replying each and every confusion you are having, and I'll be clearing that, and I hope you will be understanding each and everything which I'll be telling you in the coming up videos as well. So I hope you understood that how we can loop through an enum in Java, how to use values method, how we can loop through the constants of an enum. So if you have understand this amazing video, if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I'll be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.